zone.
What up, what up? It is the morning after with Nick and Big J. Welcome to Tuesday. It is the 17th day of oh my God, I almost said October. Big J.
Holy cow, we just
Where am I?
spun out into the middle of nowhere.
What happened? Am I a time traveler? Do I just want it to be October?
God, you're a jerk if you are. You don't share it with everybody. You
No, I certainly am not. If I were, I certainly wouldn't be using my powers to confuse months. That is for sure. No, it is merely February. It is February 17th,
it's still
2026.
February.
Yeah, whether we like it or not. It is February. Although, is this year crawling by for you? Is that what you're saying so far?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
It
I think
is?
so. February feels like it's an extra week long.
It does feel like it's kind of crawling by, right? Why do you think that is? Is it all in our head, Big J? Is it because
probably.
nothing really feels like winter, and so it's all kind of been like the same month feeling?
Yeah, actually, for sure. Dude, this weekend was ridiculous. It was like 65 degrees
Yes.
on Sunday.
It was gorgeous. And then yesterday it was a rainy Monday. But
Rainy Monday.
it's weird. Like I was talking about this with my children this weekend. It was like, it's strange and nothing is over, of course, yet. But like it is weird that it is February 17th and I have nary removed the shovel from my garage.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up a single. I mean, maybe there was like a scattering of snow, but never enough to stick where you needed to do any snow removal, and that's just weird. Like, granted, we don't get dumped on a whole lot, but usually there's 1, 2, 3 days, maybe even a couple more than that you have to like go to work at this point already.
Yeah.
And nothing. Just absolutely nothing.
Here's the bad news, though. There's no snowpack.
I
So
know.
hopefully, like, we get a bunch of snow with this moisture right now in the mountains because the entire West is ready to just go up in flames like a tinder.
Do me a favor, though. Just say moisture again for me.
Moisture.
Thank you.
Moisture.
Today on the show, we need your help picking out a movie for Big J. Maybe, just maybe, if you follow the X on social media, you already know our gigantic concert announcement today.
Yeah, people.
And the band did a really good job of pretty much giving it away over the weekend already. I don't know if we saw the teasers, but it was like...
I'm like, okay, go ahead and Extra Mile Arena, here we go. Come on, guys.
And they did it nationwide, though. I mean, like, that's a Shinedown thing. And so it was like, I looked at it and I was like, well, there goes all the drama from it all, but okay. But yes, check out our social media. We'll play the radio version of it a little bit later on. But good news for you if you enjoy some amazing rock bands, because they are coming to town this summer. And oh, by the way, the lineup's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get into that over the course of the show today as well. We've got tickets to give away. We'd like you to be a part of that fun. And of course, we play music. Let's get started with some Soundgarden. It's Fell on Black Days, kicking things off here on the Morning After on the X.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Important stuff is brought to you by Treefort. Have you gotten your Treefort music passes yet, Big J?
I have not, no.
Well, what the hell are you waiting for?
Were you going to give them to me or what?
No, I want you to buy them so that you support the wonderful festival around this town and support the wonderful community.
I can't stay up past 8 o'clock.
Listen, here's the
Doesn't mean
thing.
no good.
It's not just a bunch of music at night.
Oh, really?
There's a killer artist lineup, that's for sure. But there's so many different forts happening throughout the day to help you. There's Film Fort, there's Pod Fort, there's Skate Fort, there's Story Fort.
Big J Fort.
There's Big J Fort. You
Should
probably,
be.
I mean, listen, you talk to the right people, get Eric in here and see if you can't get a Big J Fort.
Yeah, what happens
Then it's up to
at
you to
Big J-
figure out what Big J Fort
What
means.
happens at Big J Fort?
You just stand around and...
Hey, what's up?
Want to look at my bike? You can start building your perfect Treefort schedule at treefortmusicfest.com so that you get a head start on it. If it is up to the Idaho House Education Committee, maybe, just maybe, the Idaho education system will be changing very soon. A proposal was inserted requiring Idaho public schools all to begin classes on the same day and after Labor Day. That was introduced into committee yesterday. It is sponsored by John Vandermoot from District 22, would set a uniform start date to all public schools on the Tuesday following Labor Day. He says that we seem to be creeping up more and more into August, and the tourist industry would like to keep their employees through Labor Day. Now, currently, school dates start and vary by district, with many beginning classes in mid to late August. He says he would like a consistent statewide start date that would make it easier for families to plan vacations and schedules. But the Idaho Department of Education is like, listen, usually we leave this upon the different, school districts to decide their local calendars and what works best for them. But we will see, and we'll keep an eye out on what happens. Of course, a lot of legislation needs to happen in order for this to be cleared. But this is a new law that they plan on putting into place if it does pass, and we'll see if it does, Big J. The country of Norway, once again crushing it at the Winter Olympics. They're on pace to get the most medals for the third Olympics in a row. When you're watching Norway dominate, keep in mind the country is about the size of Montana, Big J, and has the population of the state of South Carolina. Now, Norway, of course, has a advantage because it's about as far north as Canada, and that means there's a lot of snow and cold in that particular area. But the U.S., with plenty of snow and cold and more than 340 million people, is at least getting attacked online from supporters for losing the medal count to Norway currently. The citizens don't like it very much, Big J, that we're losing out to such a small country and feel like we should be performing better. How do you feel? How does the American in you feel?
Well, it's winter. I mean, Norway's mostly winter.
It's exactly what I just said.
So I feel like they're pretty expert in living and doing everything in this environment. I would expect that they would be pretty good at this stuff.
They have been. And again, this is the third Olympics in a row that country has dominated the Winter Olympics. And so this isn't a surprise, but it is weird that a country that small is dominating that much, I guess. Everybody is surprised by. Big J, we may be getting new music from the Fighters of Foo very, very soon. The band has posted 10 new riffs on their official website, previewing from their upcoming 12th studio album. Brief clips last between 5 and 13 seconds each, with most being instrumental excerpts. Big J, you hate this kind of stuff usually, but when it's done in this large form, are you okay with it?
No, I haven't taken a listen at all at it.
No, I understand, but you don't like when bands do this. But you don't like when they do this to radio, right? Or do you care about this as the whole?
Yeah, no.
You don't like when they give them
especially
previews?
Like, hey, do you want? I mean, like we would get calls. We're like, hey, do you want to hear a snippet of a song? And I'm like, no.
Right.
No, I don't. Just play me the whole damn song.
Well, for you, I guess. I'm just saying, is it okay if they tease their fan base this way?
Yeah.
Okay. There's only one track that features vocals right now, and Dave Grohl just screams, turn the cameras off a bunch. Fans can access the snippets on the site's homepage by clicking on the various band posters displayed on a bedroom wall, alongside a guitar and stacks of CDs. The band's, of course, recently performed in Australia, where he says that they're going to have a whole new record out very soon, so that's exciting. We'll see. Of course, the Foo Fighters do have some dates in 2026 with Queens of the Stone Age from August through September of this year. And so we will see how that goes. And we're guessing that's in conjunction with the release of the album. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Right? So we will see how it all shakes out. But I like the Foo Fighters, so I'm excited to hear some new stuff from them. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your first round of important stuff. It is the X-Rocks.
From the new to the old, we're digging deep into the depths of Netflix. It's Streaming Dumbass on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Big J needs your help, Treasure Valley. He wants to watch a movie. Did you watch a movie at all during the long weekend?
Nope.
He doesn't watch movies anymore. The only reason that he does is it's got Jason Momoa in it, or he needs your help to pick it out. So we're going to need
Dave
your...
Bautista.
Yeah, one of the two. And those don't come around as often as you think. And so we need some help in watching a movie with Big J. He just can't pick it out for himself. That's where you come in. Going to give you 3 options for movies. Going to read you the plot descriptions from each of those. You're not going to get the title. You're not going to get the stars, at least not yet. You're just going to get the plot description that's given to us from the streaming platform on which you can find that movie. And then based on that plot description, you must select a movie for Big J to watch based on either something you may think he may be interested in, or you want to torture the man and make him watch a bad movie. The decision you make is up to you. We just ask you to participate. You do so by texting in movie number 1, movie number 2, or movie number 3 to 208-287-1003. It's a simple action. And the movie that gets the most votes, that's the one that Big J agrees to watch tonight. No questions asked. Agreed, Big J?
Yep.
There's your oral contract. And then, of course, he reports back tomorrow and gives us a review of the movie and lets us know if it's a good film or a bad film so that you can watch it on your own, or you can watch it at the same time as Big J and compare and contrast your review to his. It's up to you guys. Are you ready for the films?
Yes.
Movie number 1. Cast out from their families, 2 unlikely allies embark on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adventure. But the journey isn't as easy as they think, Big J.
Uh-oh.
Movie number 2. When his wife asks for a divorce, Carrie runs to his friends, Julie and Paul, a longtime married couple, for support. They disclose their secret for happiness in their marriage, and that is an open relationship. Then Corey crosses the line and throws all of their relationships into chaos. Big J. Hilarity ensues.
Hilarious.
Movie number 3. With her life crashing down around her, Linda tries to navigate her job, her absent husband, a missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist. Movie number 1, Friendship is Rare. Movie number 2, Mistakes Were Made. Movie number 3, This Is Not Helping My Stress. Those are your 3 choices. What movie do you want Big J to watch tonight? Text in movie number 1, movie number 2, or movie number 3 to 208-287-1003. We'll spend the next several minutes tabulating the votes. We'll come back and let you know the titles and names of all of the movies, including the one you selected for Big J. That is going to happen next on the X Rocks. That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is Californication here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. It is time for the exciting conclusion of Streaming Dumbass. You have sent in your text messages. Have the votes been tabulated?
Yeah, they have, Nick. We have a tie at the bottom.
Okay, that's not bad, but there is a winner.
Yes.
That's the good news. I think, was it close all the way around?
It was close all the way around.
I was going to say, because you have 3, I think, fairly good movies here to choose from.
Oh,
there are some running themes kind of throughout. The theme, of course, probably most paramount, is girl power. Every single one of these movies has a strong female lead that's very good at what they do. We've got former guests of the Morning After. I've seen 2 out of 3 of these movies. I would qualify both of them as good.
Oh, I'm not.
Very good, actually. I like both of them a lot. But I don't want to taint your feelings of them because I don't know which one was the winner. So let's go in reverse order and talk about pick whichever one you want that was tied for the bottom.
Tied for the bottom, movie number 3.
Movie number 3 is an Academy Award nominee. It stars a former guest of the Morning After, Big J. And a movie that I saw. It is called If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. And it stars Rose Byrne, who was a guest of this show back in the day. It also stars Conan O'Brien. And she is nominated for Best Actress for her role in this film. And if you would like to watch it, it is available for you to do so on HBO Max. But you will have to do so on your own time.
Thank God.
What's the matter?
I didn't want to see that movie.
Why not?
Nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, but you love Rose Byrne.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't?
I don't know if I like the idea of this movie.
What is the idea of the movie?
I don't know.
Okay, that's the problem, though. Like your preconceived
It's also
notions.
like Conan not being funny. So
That's not true. He is funny.
Well, that's not what he said.
Well, I mean, what do you mean he said?
He said it was more of a dramatic role
Well,
for
it
him.
certainly is more of a dramatic, but to me, he's like a real big a-hole in this movie, and Conan being an a-hole is very funny to me. So I thought he was very funny in the movie. What movie came tied for bottom place?
Movie number 2.
That movie is called Splitsville, Big J. Jay, the comedy of the bunch, if you will. That stars Dakota Johnson, and it also stars Adra Jorna. If you would like to watch that, it is available for you on Hulu. Sounds like you're watching movie number 1, Big J. I think you'll be happy about this one. You'll be watching Predator Badlands. That stars Elle Fanning and Mike Hommick. It just plopped down on Hulu, so it's the latest in the Predator franchise. And we will see Big J's feelings about Predator Badlands.
We'll be watching this alone today at some point.
The wife isn't interested in the Predator-verse?
No.
That's okay. But of course, were you not interested in this? Because I can't remember why we couldn't see this in the theaters.
I don't. I mean, it was scheduling issues.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. But you also don't have a lot of interest in it.
I don't know. I mean, I loved Prey, so
it's great. It's from the same guy.
Yeah.
But we will see.
There's a lot of CGI. It's like, doesn't look great in the trailers.
I think that's every movie these days. But
No, it's not.
we'll have to see how you like it when you sit down and watch it on your TV. Don't go in with preconceived notions, Big J. This is how you ruin things before you see them. And let's see if you enjoy Predator Badlands. It is available to watch on Hulu. Big J will do so tonight and report back tomorrow and see what you think about this movie. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We got some important stuff next on the X Rocks.
Important stuff.
Launch newsfeed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Big J, you and the wife get along smashingly.
Yeah.
You ever sit around and just reminisce about some cool things you've done together in your relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. Trips.
Trips, experiences, time spent together, wonderful meal shared, just a wonderful savoring in the relationship that is Big J and Mrs. Big J.
Yeah.
Listen, then that's why you're happy. A lot of research has been done, and they have revealed that if you engage in joint savoring in your relationship, odds are you're going to be incredibly happy together. Now, what is joint savoring? It's when both partners actively sit down and reminisce about good memories, appreciating current positive moments, or planning future experiences together. Time that you can spend together, savoring things that you've been doing and look forward to in the future. You get it. The study found that if you are a couple and you do this together, odds of you being happy are incredibly higher than those who are just like, listen, man, we live our lives. We do what we do. And whatever happens, happens, man. So if you can do this, you're likely to be really, really happy. Now, of course, if you don't, you can see things going downhill fairly quickly, and you can understand why there's not that much of a connection there. So there's that. Now, the researchers did emphasize that both partners must participate. This can't just be one person going, remember when we did this? And the other person's like, yeah, I mean, whatever. You're not going to get the same kind of results out of it unless both of you are into this as an experience and enjoy those things together. Individual positive thinking does not provide the same benefits. So there's a little bit of positive thinking involved in there, but a lot of like, hey, listen, just getting together and going, hey, remember this? Wasn't that cool? Mm-hmm. Sure was. Yeah, we're great. And that's how you can keep things happy. It makes sense to me. Of course it does. When you reminisce about things that were cool, it's easy. And it makes you want to spend more time with that person because you've already built some good memories together. Now you want to build future ones, you know?
Yeah.
It is a fairly common sense kind of line, but maybe not enough people do it, and therein lies the problem. They're trying to fix that, you see?
Reminisce.
Big J, every single year, the NFL Players Association sends out a survey to the players, and they invite them to give their team grades. It's like a fun exercise because fans get to see which teams are well won and which teams are absolute dumpster fires. Can you guess, Big J, which team got the worst grades from their players?
Let's go with the Cleveland Browns.
Nope.
No.
It's down there, but not the worst.
Las Vegas Raiders?
Nope, it's down there, but
Miami
not the worst.
Dolphins?
Nope, it's down there, but not the worst.
God, I have no idea.
The New York Jets.
Oh, really?
Everybody hates working for Woody Johnson. Everybody hates working with the New York Jets.
I thought you said Giants. Yeah, the Jets. That would have been another choice for sure.
And this year, believe it or not, Big J, Woody Johnson, the guy who finished last, took the Players Association to court. He wanted the court to rule that it was illegal for the Players Association.
That's why this whole thing happened, because of Woody Johnson?
To make these embarrassing report cards public.
Why can't he be racist or something?
I think he is too. But
well, let's prove that so we can take away his franchise and give it to somebody who's going to give a damn.
The score that as the victory for the NFL because the courts ruled in favor of the Players Association, and so the grades will be made public, and so we'll see where everything lies. But yes, expect Woody Johnson to be at the bottom of that list for sure. Big J, we lost a legend over the weekend, and we always stand a legend around here. Robert Duvall, the acclaimed actor who won an Oscar for Tender Mercies and then some great nominations for The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, passed away at the age of 95. He passed away peacefully at his home. Of course, in the eulogy, they called him one of the greatest actors of all time. It's hard to disparage that. 5 decades in Hollywood, dude. The Godfather films, To Kill a Mockingbird. He received 7 Oscar nominations in total.
Grit.
Yes.
Man.
The versatile performer also excelled on television as well. But listen, man, he's in Network. He's in The Apostle. He also directed that film. His final film role was back in 2022, The Pale Blue Eye. Big J, your favorite Robert Duvall performance, please?
Favorite performance? Let's go with Apocalypse Now.
Great.
That moment right there. I love the smell of napalm. So poignant and really lays out the whole despicableness of Vietnam. And then maybe my favorite movie. Let's Get Harry. Robert Duvall
I don't
and
remember
Mark
that.
Harmon. Mark Harmon he gets kidnapped, and his friends, Glenn Fry is in this movie from the Eagles, and Robert Duvall is like a mercenary they hired to go in and rescue him.
Okay.
And it is terrible, but hilarious.
All right.
It's beautiful.
What year was that? Is that the 90s?
That's 80. Yeah,
80s?
maybe
Okay.
maybe 91 or something like
I
that.
don't remember that movie at
Late
all.
80s.
Of course, another Harry he was, Big J, was Cole
Harry
Trickle's
Stamper.
Cole Trickle's wonderful part of his pit crew in Days of Thunder. He was Harry in that movie as well, if you remember.
Great actor.
Lots
Amazing.
of great roles, both blockbuster and independent, and just was good in anything that he did. So rest in peace to Robert Duvall. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We are going to go to hell. That's next on the X Rocks.
Up. Oh man, we're going to hell.
Rotten hell, you worthless maggot!
The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
Today's We're Going to Hell story, a friendly reminder that everything is on camera, man. It's 2026.
Yeah, baby.
The stuff you got away with for years just isn't going to work its way out like it used to, man.
No, it's a permanent smear on your record.
Especially if you're trying to get one over on people. But some people still have to learn the hard way, you understand?
Oh, of course.
Which is why we're going to Australia for today's We're Going to Hell story. It's kind of a We're Going to Hell International because it's in Sydney, Australia, but it involves a family from Ireland, right?
Ireland.
Oof. Try that one again.
Ireland.
There you go.
You're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah, sure. That was the family vacation, Big J. They headed down to Australia, right? And they're like, why don't we have a fancy dinner one night, right?
Fancy dinners are the best.
So the family of four sit down at a place called Pony in Sydney, Australia. Very hoity-toity kind of a restaurant. And at the end of the night, they rack up a $600 bill, right?
Oofda.
And as they're having their dessert, they're like, bring the bill and the dessert, please. So they do. And as the dessert is down on their actual plate, they take the top off, and lo and behold, what's on top of the dessert they ordered from Pony? But a bunch of hair, bro.
A bunch of hair?
A bunch of hair. And they're like, God, there's like 4 or 5 hairs in this dessert. So they call over the waiter, and they're like, hey. I mean, it's right on top. You don't expect us to pay for this meal now. I mean, there's gross hair
Oh, that sounds like a scam.
on our dessert. And they're like, sir, I mean, I plated that dish. I know there wasn't. And they're like, listen, there's hair on it now. We demand to see a manager, and we demand our meal for free.
That right away screams it's a scam.
And the manager came over, and they're like, listen, man, you ordered a gigantic tomahawk steak,
Oh, that sounds delicious.
bunch of different entrees, a bunch of different drinks. You bring up a $600 bill, and then this hair shows up on your dessert, and you suddenly want it for free? And they're like, listen, we think something is weird here. Tell you what, you stay put. We're going to go look at the CCTV camera footage
We're going to check the footage, pal.
and see what ends up happening, because this smells a little rotten to us, you know? You want a free meal. Nar, as they say in Australia. And so they go back and they look at the footage, and sure enough, Big J, as they do, they see the patriarch of the family reach into his shirt and pull a couple of hairs out of his armpit hair and drop it on top of the dessert. When confronted with this information, then the dude really causes a scene, right? He went nuts, basically. Refusing to pay any portion of the bill, accusing them of defamation of character, all sorts of stuff. And then here's the problem, Big J. This is a fancy restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't want this dude causing a scene, so they let him walk out of the place without paying the bill. Just to get him out of there. And then they're like, listen, we've got your name, we've got your information, we've got the footage. We'll figure this out later. And so the management said, just get out of the restaurant, you and your entire family. We don't want to deal with this right now. Of course, police then were notified, but they were given a fake name and a fake card, so they couldn't track down the family. And so police have yet to be able to take action. And then they get a complaint. It happened at a restaurant again the next night. Different family, or different place, different family name, but they're guessing it's the same family. This restaurant did not have CCTV, wasn't nearly as fancy. But this is the second. So this family is like terrorizing restaurants in Sydney, Australia right now.
Damn.
And it's working. That's the most frustrating part.
No kidding.
I mean, it's working because they're giving fake names and paying with fake having fake credit cards and fake reservations, and they don't plan on paying the bill, so you never see anything of any real, like, legal kind of thing. But it's crazy.
Sounds like a big game.
It is.
that they're playing.
And a bunch of armpit hairs getting ripped out, too, in the process.
Ouch.
Can't feel great.
Or at least we hope they're armpit hairs.
Feel great. Yeah, he's digging under his shirt. I don't know what other kind of hair he's grabbing. Chest hair, maybe? That would hurt, too. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. You may already know the news, but for those of you that don't, concert announcement coming up next on the X Rocks. Sublime Wrong Way here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. If you follow the X on social media, which we recommend that you all do, of course, you may have already heard or seen the announcement because it happened earlier this morning. We want to pass along all of the details to those of you that are maybe just getting up, wiping the sleep out of your eyes, and just going, man, I heard that the guys are going to announce a concert today. I wonder what that is. Well, welcome to the show.
It's another 100.3 The X concert announcement.
Big J, it's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one. It is happening August 10th at the Extra Mile Arena, presented by 100.3 The X Rocks. Shinedown coming back to town. Long overdue. Cannot wait. And a huge lineup because coming with them, Coheed and Cambria, our new friends, Nick. I think that's in the works there. And From Ashes to New, along with DJ Rockfeed.
It's going to be a great show. Really, I mean, this show is just full of our friends, man. We go way back with From Ashes to New, Coheed and Cambria, great people that we've had a chance to hang out with a little bit more recently than in the past, but still wonderful human beings. And then, of course, Shinedown, our friends from way, way back, for crying out loud.
We're best friends.
So it's great to have them come together and play a show for us here in the Treasure Valley. It has been a while, but also we have a chance to give a world premiere, Big J, from the new Shinedown record, right?
Yeah, double entendre.
What is this new song called?
It's called Safe and Sound.
Check it out. It's brand new Shinedown on the X. And Big J, of course, they are coming to town. Big J, give all the details.
Yep, August 10th, Extra Mile Arena. Tickets on sale, of course, this Friday at 10 a.m. You got some pre-sales you want to keep an eye out for. Coheed and Cambria, From Ashes to New, and DJ Rockfeed. It's going to be a hell of a night at Extra Mile Arena.
We are going to have a lot of cool things planned with all of the bands on this lineup, which is one of the reasons why the X is bringing the show to town. We're very excited for it. We have a great relationship with all these bands. We're planning some really cool stuff. Going to give you a chance to win some tickets before you can even buy them over the course of the week this week. So you're going to want to keep it locked on the X as well, and a ton of cool things planned as we get closer to the show. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And listen, man, Shinedown and us go way back. 3 separate X-Fest they've headlined, Big J. And, of course, it's been, about 3-4 years since the band has been back around in town.
Yeah.
So we are excited to bring them back into the fold. It's going to be awesome. Let's get ready for Shinedown here in the Treasure Valley. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff as well as Pop Culture Smackdown. It's the X.
Important stuff.
What's going on in the news today?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Big J, being a parent isn't easy, dude.
No.
There's not like a guideline that you can follow. Every kid is different. You have to figure it out as you go, and there's nobody there saying you're doing everything right. Great job. So you're going to stumble and fall over time. You're going to try to do things the right way and sometimes take the easy way out. And sometimes, Big J, those things have consequences. You understand?
Yeah.
They talked to parents in 2026, and they asked, hey, how's your connection with your kid? Now, the kid has to be under the age of 10 in this particular scenario. You understand?
Okay.
And 42% say, listen, man, I think my kid watches too much TV. I feel a little bit disconnected from it. There's a lot of screen time going on. Kids today under the age of 10 are averaging about 4 hours a day on devices, some sort of screen in front of their face. You understand?
Right.
And so that becomes, obviously, the babysitter in a lot of cases. And they find their kids difficult to communicate with. They'd rather watch TV than do anything else. And so sometimes you can see there's a connection between screen use and motivation. And maybe, just maybe, we're giving kids shorter attention spans because of things like that. But listen, it's also winter. That worsens the problem. You understand? It's more difficult to go outside and play when, not here, but in other parts of the country, it can be really difficult to do so. And so you're going to have increased screen time during the winter months. Parents spend, on average, 10 hours weekly searching for screen-free alternatives, which is hilarious. considering they're probably searching for those screen-free alternatives on a screen of some kind. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Yes.
I'll let you find the irony in there if you like. 68% choose toy play. 66% had them help around the house. 66% have them coloring. And then a lot of people are motivated by their own childhood memories, right? Some DIY projects with the kids, that helps. And then, trying to point them towards athletics, those kinds of things. And then maybe that will help and strengthen their parent-child bonds. But every kid is different. You never know how this is all going to shake out. You're all doing okay. Nobody's perfect. It's easier said than done 99% of the time with all of this stuff. It's just do the best you can in the time that you have, okay? There is no guideline. There is no perfect way. Everybody wishes they could be a better parent. Just do the least amount of damage that you can do. Please and thank you. And I think everybody's going to be okay. Big J, the Miami Dolphins are going to be a very different looking team in the year 2026. They have already spent the weekend releasing a couple of big superstars, one being wide receiver Tyreek Hill. When last we saw him, Big J, his leg was facing the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And that clears up $30 million in cap space. John Eric Sullivan, the new general manager, seems to be hitting the reset button. He also released linebacker Bradley Chubb, who I think is very good. I'd love to see Chubb on my team. Tyreek Hill, you can have him if you want him. But there's certainly other things. Now they have to figure out what do they do with the quarterback position. Everybody agrees Tua's probably not that great, but they owe him $56 million this coming year. Do you just, cut him, take the hit, and move on? Because you're committed to, $300 million down the road.
And also, nobody wants him.
That's the other thing. He's untradeable. Nobody's going to pick up that contract. You're going to have to eat some of that if you decide he's not the guy. But now, you've got, what are your weapons on? You got Waddle on offense.
HN.
What's that?
HN.
Yeah, you got HN for sure, which is very good. Offensive line, I really don't know how good or bad the Dolphins' offensive line is.
Great.
But that defense, you got Fitzpatrick in the secondary, who's probably the best safety out there. And now that's really it.
But now they're down some good linebackers.
Yes.
They traded away one earlier this year, and no more Chubb. I mean, that's a big hole.
It's a complete kind of restart down in Miami, for sure. Big J, they tried it once. It didn't work. Actually, let's do this again. The first time they did it, it worked pretty good.
Yeah.
The second time they did it, nobody seemed to care. So why not try it a third time? I'm talking about another Charlie's Angels reboot, Big J.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're going to try again.
The first reboot. I mean, the first one was really good.
Yeah, the
sequel after that,
not so great.
Yeah.
But I'm talking. They also rebooted Charlie's Angels after that. Don't forget the one that Elizabeth Banks directed. That came out 3 years ago. Right?
Washed that from my
Nobody
memory.
cared about that Charlie's Angels, and so now we're starting over again. This one is going to be written by Pete Charlilly. Now, he had huge success with his first movie and has struggled to recapture that success. But I know you're a huge fan of the first movie that he wrote. That is a little film called The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. He's written 5 things since then, and none of them are that great, but they're trying to recapture this with Charlie's Angels. Do you think it'll stick, or does it depend on who they cast?
I mean, I think it depends on a lot of things. Hard to tell now.
That first Charlie's Angels obviously was a mixture of 3 really hot actresses at the time. I'm talking about in popularity, not necessarily looks.
But also looks.
Sure, that didn't hurt. And then it was a very stylistic,
then Bill Murray.
Yeah, for one of them anyway. The second one,
ruined,
the first one.
Ruined everything.
But then, it was a very stylistic movie as well, and also didn't play things too seriously. It was very tongue-in-cheek and weird.
Well, but I think the difference there, you had a really good bad guy, Crispin Glover.
Yeah, a very strange bad guy, for sure.
Yeah.
The hair sniffer. Former guest of the morning after, Big J, Christian Club. There's your important stuff. Coming up, we're going to see if you can get some pop culture SmackDown questions correct and win some prizes. That's happening next on the X Rocks.
Here's traffic inside
Pop Culture Smackdown. On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Exciting times, Nick. We've got a pretty decent show. I mean, a really decent show happening on a Friday night at the Rev Center, March 6th. The pre-X Fest party for 2026. Filter, Finger 11, Local H. So, going to be fun. We're going to get you there for free. You just have to beat me in Pop Culture Smackdown, baby.
All right, you want these tickets? Get on the horn. 208-287-1003. You're going to have to know a little bit about rock, then maybe a little bit about popular culture overall. Big J, you're going to have to know about movies, and then maybe American history.
American history?
Yeah, your favorite kind of history. So,
been a minute.
If you want to get in on this action, 208-287-1003. Big J, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, hello, the X.
Good morning.
Morning, who's this?
It's Alan.
Alan, you're up first. Alan, the rock band Pearl Jam was formed in what U.S. city?
Seattle?
Yeah.
Right.
You nailed it. They are from Seattle. Big J, in the movie Titanic, one of the highest grossing movies of all time, how did Jack get his tickets to get on board the Titanic?
He stole them from Billy Zane.
No, I'm sorry.
And then this weird superhero comes out of nowhere called the Phantom and drowned Jack in the Atlantic Ocean.
No, although better movie. But no, that is not correct. He did not steal them from Billy Zane.
I have no idea.
They didn't interact with Billy Zane until they were already on the boat. No, he wasn't a stowaway. He did have actual tickets. Think of like how Han got the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, in a game.
Yeah, won him in a card game.
Right.
Is how he got on the Titanic.
Yeah, that would have been a better question.
Good job, Alan. That means you're the victor. Hang on 1 second. We'll hook you up with those tickets to go check out our fun little X-Fest pre-party. Hold tight. We are going to do some headlines. That's going to happen next on the X Rocks.
News you can barely use. It's headlines on the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows. Oops. Get out of there. And arrest about nothing.
Get out of there.
2-year-old Cooper King, Big J, had to be freed from a claw machine on Saturday after climbing inside while visiting the soccer dome in Webster Groves, Missouri. His mother, Meg King, had looked away for approximately 15 seconds while Cooper pretended to play with the arcade game. When she turned back, somebody was shouting that the toddler had somehow crawled inside and was playing with the toy balls. So, 911 had to be called, Big J. They could not get him out of the kind of gigantic claw machine. You
can't just pick him up with a claw and then put him in the...
He's too big. He's too big. The claw couldn't lift him up. Local police and fire departments did respond quickly, but Cooper did have to stay trapped until the vending machine employee arrived with the keys, and then he was able to get out the big door in the back because they couldn't figure out how to get him out either without breaking the thing in entirely. And so they're like, well, let's just wait for the keys to get here. But that kid was having fun. He didn't want to get out. He's playing with the toys. He's having a good time. But don't go crawling in the claw machines, man. That's not a good thing. You get stuck in there.
Crazy.
There's like one every year where a kid crawls into one of them.
Yeah.
It's because they have like now the big doors for the gigantic things where it's easy for kids to crawl into. Gotta be careful.
And small adults.
That's right. Oops, or an arrest about nothing.
An arrest about nothing.
You watch a lot of Seinfeld back in the day, Big J.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like the, I guess, mantra behind it, specifically with a lot of the crew in the Seinfeld crew is, it's not a lie if you believe it, right?
Yeah.
You can tell any story you want to, but if you believe it, some people will believe you as well. So, a dude in Florida might be in the clear for telling cops trying to arrest him that his name was George Costanza, Big J. Now, it's not clear why Josiah Darling used that alias when officers tried to nab him for failing to appear in court on a trespassing charge, but like maybe if you gave him, I understand like giving cops a fake name, you shouldn't do that, that's illegal, but like trying to get out of a warrant, why you would give a fake name, that makes sense to me. But why give them a name that's so famous that they go instantly, there's no way your name is George Costanza. There's just no way.
Yeah.
The 30-year-old suspect also didn't cooperate with deputies when he was arrested, so he was charged with resisting an officer. He is now booked into the county jail featuring a litany of charges, the least of which is lying about who he actually is. So, yeah, George Costanza, everybody's going to go, there's no way. Because nobody wants to be George Costanza from Seinfeld. You know what I mean? He's easily the biggest loser.
He is the loser.
I mean, I love the character, but nobody aspires to be George Costanza. You know what I mean? If you're going to pretend you're a character from Seinfeld, you got to aim a little higher.
Yeah.
And go for something that's not as recognizable. And we'll see what ends up happening. But it probably won't work out with you either way.
Nope.
So just be honest is the best policy. Wrap it up with oops. Police in southern Italy successfully retrieved 20 gold bars worth approximately $142,000 after a 57-year-old resident accidentally threw them out with the kitchen garbage. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, because that's heavy.
Yes.
It can't be, gold bars.
The unnamed individual contacted authorities in Porto Cesare on February 13th, one day after disposing of the valuable collection that was stored in apparently a tin container. Security camera recordings confirmed the man's account, showing the box being placed in a public waste receptacle. At a resort there, the precious metals had accumulated over several years before the mishap occurred. Officials traced the refuse to a landfill where extensive searching commenced, and after several hours of sifting, officers were able to find the box, which, though damaged, still contained all the gold bars.
Wow.
Then they were brought back to their rightful owner. So he got it back. I don't know if that would happen that way everywhere, but it happened that way in Italy, so that's nice. Don't throw away your gold. We tell you this all the time. You got to hold on to those gold bars, dude. You don't want to be chucking around 150 grand into the garbage. It's a huge mistake.
Yep.
But I'm glad he got it back. Also, you should store your stuff better.
I feel like gold bars should be more than $140,000.
I don't know how big the bars are. I think we're thinking this like movie bars.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that big.
Yeah, you're right.
But because they wouldn't fit in a tin can, I don't think it'd be easy to discard if they were regular gold-sized bars. So they had to be some other size of gold that we're not familiar with.
I only thought they came in big gold bars like,
right.
Die Hard 3.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't think he's stealing those particular bars. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. It is the X-Rocks. Nirvana Lithium here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. We keep reminding you, don't throw things away, especially things that are collectibles, because you never know when somebody's going to call and cha-ching, you're rich, right?
Yeah. Well, generally in this particular case, this is a case where you spend an inordinate amount of money trying to open packs.
Uh-huh.
And then you get yourself a Pikachu, and then you sell that to Logan Paul. And then he holds on to that bad boy for a couple years. Logan Paul purchased this very rare Pikachu Illustrator card, only 39 produced, Nick, as a prize for a 1998 contest. It's a sole card graded a perfect 10 by Professional Sports Authenticator. And he purchased it for 5.25 or 75 mil back in 2021. And then, when he was doing his WWE stuff, you'd see this big chain around his neck, and that was the Pikachu card in there. He just sold this at auction with gold and 16.492 mil. Like almost quadrupling the price, man.
And yeah. Do you think part of that is because it's Logan Paul?
I probably.
And the notoriety that card got.
Yeah.
Like if this rando held on to it for 4 more years, it wouldn't have sold for $16 million, right?
No.
The notoriety that this card has gotten because he wore it around his neck at WrestleMania and bleep like that, that's what drove this price through the roof, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making
sure. It's got to be.
Because that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of return on investment. I mean, he tripled it in 4 years, essentially, or 5 years. But that's a lot of money for a card to go up in value when there's others like it. But he did the whole thing where giving it a bunch of publicity, so it's a great investment for him, I guess.
And I don't think you've ever caught this on Netflix, Nick. The King of Collectibles, the Golden
I haven't.
Touch.
I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it.
Well, because that's a huge part of this. So Ken Golden and Logan Paul are really good friends. They open packs routinely for, expensive Pokemon boxes and things like that. And he's been pushing Logan to sell this at auction. He's like, dude, we can make money like you wouldn't believe. And so he finally made it happen. But it's a fun show, man. If you like memorabilia and sports card industry.
I do. I'm a little bit weirded out by it these days.
It's a little goofy in some respects, but at the same time, it's kind of fun.
And this was a Guinness World Record, right?
Yeah.
Like for best Pokemon card or best card period?
I think it's most expensive Pokemon card.
Got it. Yeah, it would have to be. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a whole lot of money.
Most expensive trading card ever sold at auction.
Look at this now. All of a sudden, that does include sports cards, doesn't it? Aren't they trading cards?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought something has gone for more than that, but I guess I'm technically wrong. What do I know? But I believe Guinness because they are the world's utmost, kind of like authority when it comes to things like this. So who am I to doubt Guinness World Records, right? I'm just a dude.
Yeah, Hodis Wagners are still way down there a little bit compared to this. So.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, your chance to win something from us with some bad impressions. They're next on the X Rocks.
Bad impressions.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Patrick Warburton, a very funny comedian and actor, is coming to town. He's going to be at the Egyptian Theater next Friday, February 27th. 2 shows. We're going to get you hooked up here with the 7 o'clock show. The early show, I think, is sold out. Late show still got some opportunities for you. Of course, you might know him as Putty from Seinfeld. He voiced the Tick on Fox.
I think he was the Tick live action.
Yeah, all the above.
Voice it. You see him in a costume, bro.
Super exciting. And if you figure out bad impressions today, tickets are yours for free.
You need to get on the phone if you want to be a part of this. 208-287-1003. Bad Impressions works like this. Big J is going to give you 3 clues. Now, they're all supposed to point you in the direction of someone that is very famous.
A famous band.
A famous band today. And if you can figure out that band in 3 clues or less, it is you cashing in these tickets to go check out Patrick Warburton next weekend on us. But you're going to have to get there first. Good luck to everybody. Let's get ourselves a contestant. Hello, the X.
Hey.
What's up, man? What's your name?
Paul.
All right, Paul, you're up first. Good luck.
Paul, a famous band here, okay?
Okay.
We had to cancel a concert at Fort Idaho Center just days after the world shut down for COVID in 2020.
Oh, boy. Next one.
Our name is something you can use to build stuff.
Next one.
This is number 1 of Maynard James Keenan's bands.
Wow. I can't think of it.
Nothing, Paul?
James Keenan.
Yeah.
Maynard James Keenan.
Maynard James Keenan.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
All
Sorry.
right. It's okay. Hey, listen, don't apologize to us.
Yeah.
Apologize to Maynard James Keenan. Hello, the X. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, did you hear Big J's clues or do you need him again?
Oh, I need him again.
Oh.
We had to cancel our concert at Fort Idaho Center just days after the world shut down for COVID in 2020. Our name is also something you can use to build stuff. Oh, by the way, it's a band.
Tool.
Tool is right.
Yeah, nailed it, dude. Hang on one second. We'll hook you up with those Patrick Warburton tickets. Why is Tool in the news?
Well, some good news, I think. It was 13 years in between albums before, Nick. Fear of Knockin' came out in 2019. And drummer Danny Carey says they hope to release a new album next year, adding they would be perfect for that, meaning the Spehere, because he's also been saying, hey, man, we've been talking to those guys, but adds that preparing for such a show is pretty intense. It's pretty expensive endeavor, and it takes a while to get into the black. I think it's quite a few shows before you make any money. He's absolutely right about that. But I always thought Tool made the most sense as far as the hard rock bands with the visualization, the things they do with their shows. But the fact that we might get some Tool, here before the next 10 years would be a bonus.
As somebody that has been to the Spehere, I would encourage anybody that has a band that they enjoy, that they think they would like to see, go see them in that venue. It is truly crazy to see what they would do. And Tool, Metallica, these are bands where it's like I would go out of my way to go see that show at the Spehere because it would be something you would never forget.
Yeah.
I mean, I only saw U2, and I'm not even a U2 fan, but it still was the best concert experience I've ever been to. It was bonkers.
It's a bold statement.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of cool, not the best sounding one, but like overall experience, it was crazy. It was absolutely amazing. And to see a band that you truly enjoy in a place like that, I can't even imagine. Like the other thing that you have to prepare, it's a concert venue and an experience unlike anything you've ever been. Like you have to just like, it's not fun if you're standing up and like enjoying, like you have to just be there and sit and enjoy the kind of things that are happening around you because it's truly immersive and crazy.
And I feel the way you've described it, like at a metal show would be an issue because you can't get up and dance around.
There's no pit. You can't do like you
you would fall over and fall down.
You would die if you did like anything in like the steep is so, the grade is so steep that it's crazy. There is a floor area, but again, where you're really close. But like the stage is like the size of this room, dude. It's so small. Yeah. It's not about that. It's about everything else around you. But it would be worth it. I would encourage you, start saving now, because those shows, be it Metallica or Tool, will cost you a ridiculous amount of money. I promise. Morning After with Nick and Big J. We'll wrap up the show here next on the X.
P.I.P.
That is Never Tell and Sleep Theory. Break the silence. Wrapping up the Morning After with Nick and Big J. We had a huge concert announcement, Big J. Remind the good people of what that was.
Yeah, August 10th at the Extra Mile Arena, we have Shinedown coming with Coheed and Cambria, From Ashes to New, and DJ Rock something. Feed.
But that show is going on sale this Friday. We'll give you a chance to win some tickets to that show before you can even buy them. That is happening very soon, so continue to listen to the X. We're excited to be presenting that show. We'll see you on August 10th. It's going to be a hell of a time inside Extra Mile Arena, that is for sure. Also, you guys selected a movie for Big J to watch tonight and report back tomorrow. That is called Predator Badlands. He'll do so on Hulu and let you know what his thoughts on with his movie review tomorrow. But that does leave you with the floor, Big J.
Yeah, man. Are we done with like Monday holidays for a while?
I think
looked.
so.
God, I hope so.
You don't like it?
No, it never goes well for me.
Today's been a rough day for Big J, you guys. Do you want to let the people know why it's been a rough day?
Car troubles, bank troubles, brain troubles.
Your brain? No.
My brain!
What's wrong with your brain?
It's not in there.
Oh, no. I don't agree with that.
Hello, McFly.
But, yeah, it's been a rough Tuesday for Big J, so keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
Maybe not quite that bad yet.
Oh, it's not that bad?
But
okay.
getting close.
I want to ask what would be the point where you would want that to happen, but I don't want to ask that question.
Please, thank you.
But for now, just like go, it's been a rough day for old Big J. That sucks. Sucks to be him, I guess, is how you want it.
It's 10 o'clock. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you've been up for like 7 hours. There's a difference between what we do and what other people do.
Yep.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. That is it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Jason Drew's up next. It's the X Rocks.
Hurt? Big insurance companies standing in your way? At Park Gordon, we don't just take them on, we win. Our aggressive team fights for your rights and gets results. You deserve a champion in your corner. Call.
Beat Goliath. Big J, what are we doing on Tuesday?
I'm going to have a review of the movie Badlands, Predator style.
What does that mean? All right, take two. All right, Big J, what's happening on Tuesday?
How about a review of the movie Predator Badlands?
It's available on Hulu if you want to play the home game, and we'll have your tickets to Shinedown before you can buy them. Tune in.